What's up, icons? Welcome to another edition of Diamonds and Denim First Impression Fridays. So this week I have another new entire line that I'm trying out for the first time, and I'm ashamed to say it because it's such a big name. I am trying out Marc Jacobs Marvelous Mousse Foundation for the first time today. That's my first time ever touching a Marc Jacobs product in my life. The box, as you can see, is a little worse for wear. It's been beat up on a little bit. It's got some tape here, all kind of stuff. I found it on clearance at TJ Maxx. So this product retails at Sephora. It's still new, like it's still on the shelves now. At Sephora, it retails for $55. TJ Maxx had it for $12.99. It was, their comparative price was $20. TJ Maxx, I don't know who's giving all that information. If Too Faced Born This Way is 40 bucks, ain't no way Marc Jacobs is fixing to be $20 off the shelf. So it was on clearance for $10. I don't know if people just didn't see it or didn't know what it was, or maybe it was a weird color for everybody else. But it's the Marvelous Mousse Foundation. I got it for 10 bucks at TJ Maxx, a $55 product. That in itself is a big enough deal that it should be important. So I'm trying this foundation for the first time. I usually stick to the same foundations all the time, but I decided to try this one out because it was so cheap. It was such a good deal. I had to test it. So if you want to see what I think about this Marvelous Mousse Foundation from Marc Jacobs, and if you want to see how I use it to get this look, you can keep on watching. Thank you. Okay, so I'm embarrassed to say, first of all, yes, color correct concealer is already on, so we can go straight to applying the foundation after that. I'm embarrassed to say this is my first time ever using a Marc Jacobs product. I mean, I'm not that fancy to have Marc Jacobs, so let's talk about their packaging. The packaging on Marc Jacobs, I mean, y'all already know it's going to be like phenomenal. It's freaking Marc Jacobs. So this is the box. It says Marc Jacobs, black and white, very classy, very Chanel-y. It has Marc Jacobs in the silver writing on the top. It's not embossed or anything. Everything is flat, so just so you know. It's got Marvelous Mousse and Transformative Foundation on the bottom. Now, this box is worse for wear. It came from TJ Maxx, and it was on the clearance aisle, so I'm sure people are throwing it around. It's kind of torn and stuff. So I won't be keeping the box on this one, but it says lightweight and full coverage. I don't know how that's possible, but whatever. So this is the box itself. It's very, again, it's Marc Jacobs. I figured it was going to be gorgeous. So it doesn't have anything really fancy on the inside, just a white box on the inside. This is the foundation itself, and it's, I mean, hello? Like, that can stay on the counter as just like a, I don't know, like just a decoration. It's so pretty. I got the color Golden Deep because every time I've bought a foundation, it's usually gold or anything. A gold or a tan or something like that. Usually gold or honey is in the title. Top is the same black with Marc Jacobs in silver. Now on here it is raised. It is embossed a little bit. Silver trim underneath the black cap if you can't see it. And the bottom is glass. I will say it doesn't look like you get a lot of stuff in here. 0.63 ounces. 46 Golden Deep Marvelous Mousse. Okay. So again, I've never used Marc Jacobs products, period, much less a foundation. I usually stick to a certain type of foundation. Like I always use my, Born This Way is my all-time favorite from Too Faced. I use my Fiona Styles, which is right there. So I don't stray too much with foundations usually. It's like, it looks like it's old, like it's kind of cracky and stuff. But again, I don't know how long it's been there, so we might have to mess with it a little bit. Like I might have to add some oil or something into it to make it spreadable. Let me try with my finger here. Ooh, no, it's pretty creamy. It just doesn't look creamy. Maybe that's the thing with the mousse formula. So see, it's pretty creamy. It looks a little light for me though. Oh, I can make it work. It's not too bad. Okay. So, guess we could get straight into the demo since I already started putting it on. Let's test it out. I'm gonna do what I do with all my foundations. They say it's lightweight and full coverage, and I didn't understand how that could be, but now that I'm messing with it, it's a weird texture. It's like a, I don't know, like a clay or something. It is a little light for me. I'll have to blend it out real good, but ain't nothing we can't fix. All right, so this is my end-all be-all foundation brush. I ordered it from Wish. It is no brand. It is nothing important, nothing expensive. I think I paid $2 for it on Wish. It shipped pretty late though, because you know Wish, you don't know when you're gonna get crap from Wish, but I mean, it was like $1, so who am I to complain? Now, of course, I'm gonna go back under and brighten it with the brightening concealer, but just so I could feel it. Okay, it's not easy to spread, jeez. Say some mousse, I thought that thing would just be sliding all over my face. I'm feeling like it must have, I'm sure it was new because it wouldn't have been there for me had it been there for a while. One would assume, unless everyone knows about it and it's not a good foundation. It sure ain't my boring this way, I'll tell you that much. But to see the color so light, as I'm swirling it in, it is blending with my skin really well, but it's not easy to spread. Ugh. Which isn't a bad thing. Sometimes like a heavier foundation, like one that is a full coverage, they are harder to spread. They're supposed to be because they're full coverage foundation. If it's just sliding around on your face, usually that's not it's not as full coverage as some might want it to be if it's just slipping and sliding around, because then it doesn't have a lot of traction. So, just a heads up. When I'm complaining that it's hard to spread, it doesn't mean it's not a good foundation. It just means it's not a foundation that I am used to, that I would usually use probably. I mean, it's not bad. It's not great. It's not, I wouldn't pay full price for it, I'll tell you that much. That's something I do like about it though. I feel like it could almost be used as either a foundation or a concealer. Like I just put a little extra on my scar and it like worked for me. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's all I need from the foundation itself right now. So I'm gonna go and finish my face and then I'll come back and I will talk to y'all about if it gets a diamond or not. And honestly, right now I have no idea. I'm really on the fence with it. Okay, so I am completely done with my look today. I am going to recap the stats on this Marc Jacobs Marvelous Mousse Foundation. So I bought it in the shade Golden Deep, is the shade I got, 46. It retails for $55 at Sephora. Still to this day, it's still new. It's not an old product. It was on sale at TJ Maxx for $10. The TJ Maxx original price was $12.99. It was on clearance for $10, and their comparative price was $20. So let's talk about this product. First of all, literally just because it's Marc Jacobs, I really wanted to give it a diamond just from the bat because the packaging is amazing. Look how beautiful it is. Like, it's so pretty. And then the back is glass. It's just really, really pretty. The thing about this that I did not like, I did not care for the texture very much. I guess because it's a mousse, a full coverage mousse. It's a mousse, but it's full coverage, so it's kind of thick. Like it almost, the texture of it is almost more like a concealer, and it didn't spread well, so that was my biggest issue with it. The color was a little bit light for me, but after I buffed it in, and I didn't like the way it looked while I was sitting here, but when I got up and kind of looked in a mirror and went to the bathroom and washed my hands and saw the mirror and saw the light in there, it was a really, it's a good foundation. But so that's the only main issue I had with it was the fact that it's such a thick for a mousse. I was expecting to just slide on. Like when I was in high school, I had that CoverGirl Aqua Smooth foundation like the entire time I was in high school. That's almost what I was expecting it to feel like as a mousse. Like I was expecting it to just slide on, but it didn't. I globbed it on and it felt, like I said, it felt more like a concealer. So that's my only issue with it. That's my main issue with it. It was a little bit light for me, but after I started to kind of mix it in, it kind of blended with my skin tone. Okay, anyway, so that's my main issue with this product. Does it get a diamond or not? Okay, this is a tricky one because for $10 that I paid for it, I would give it a diamond just because it's a $10 foundation. The coverage is okay. I wouldn't consider it full coverage. I mean, you can see, like I just said, I can still see the dark under my eyes here, and that's not even really a hard fix. The scar, you can still see I had the blemish it covered, so my chin looks good. So it was good. But a $55 foundation, that would mean it should be better than my Born This Way. It should be better than my Fiona Styles. It should be better than my Smashbox. All those other foundations should be worse than this one, and they're not. So because it's such a high-end name like Marc Jacobs, and because the price point is so high at $55, I'm sorry, it's a good foundation. It's not $55 worth of good, so I cannot give it a diamond. Sorry, Marc Jacobs. So thank you so much for watching. If you want more information and where you can find this product to try for yourself, you can go ahead and click on the blog. I will link it below. And you can subscribe to this channel so you can see what's the next thing I post. I got like so many First Impression Fridays coming up. I don't have as many Tutorial Tuesdays coming up, but I'm gonna get some done. But I have a Too Faced palette. I have the Urban Decay Naked palette. I have, what else? A whole Ipsy bag I need to do still. So there's a lot coming up. So just, if you want to subscribe to check it out, if you want to be one of the icons, and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. You'll get notifications every time I post something. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week here on Diamonds and Denim First Impression Fridays. Bye-bye.